Yes, Sophie.
Give me your name.
My name is Haru Kishi.
And then we're at Chaya Brasserie in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, in Beverly Hills. That restaurant has been open for 27 years. It's coming down from a family of owners that...
But I just discovered your story tonight.
Yeah.
I've known you from different places. You live in town. I thought you were, because you speak fluent French, so I thought you were half Japanese and half French. No, you're 100%
yeah,
Japanese.
100% Japanese.
You were born from Japanese parents in
What?
Paris. Your father wanted to discover a different place. Your mother is a chef. She still has today a Japanese restaurant. You're doing sushi in Paris.
Yeah, in Paris.
And you just told me that you were really bad at school. You started to be 13 and you went to the restaurant business to work with your mother.
Yeah.
Then you went to Japan to train.
Yeah.
And
started at
Robuchon.
And
then from Robuchon you went to Gordon Ramsay. And then you opened Gordon Ramsay here and opened Gordon Ramsay in Paris. And now you're here at Chaya. So we're going to cook. I really like that story. That was really nice. So now you're doing it because you've been in LA for a few years now.
Almost 3 years now.
You got the influence of the south of the border cuisine.
Yeah.
With the sushi.
Cuisine,
so what are you doing tonight that mixes the two?
Yeah. Well, for me, like California and Los Angeles, we represent the fusion of all the experience I've learned throughout all these countries and years of working in the kitchen. And I think that this dish is really an example of what I learned out of all of these. So just gonna give you a quick explanation. It's gonna be hamachi mole. Okay, hamachi, which is Japanese fish for yellowtail, and mole, which is a Mexican spice coming from poblano. And I made it into sushi that is not like the classic sushi. It's gonna be a pressed sushi. So here I have sushi rice with Japanese pickles.
Oh, that's what
and chopped ginger and sesame seeds.
That's why the rice was that much compact under the
compact, yes.
Of course I have the dish.
So just went.
So you have a mold, the sushi mold?
Yeah, the sushi molds. Yeah. And basically like any sushi, just.
So you learned sushi with your mom, right?
I learned sushi.
Not sushi in Tokyo.
I learned sushi in Paris. I learned French cuisine in Japan. Yes. But my twin brother is a sushi chef as well, and I work with him in a couple of restaurants. And yeah, I always had a fascination for Japanese cuisine. And I've never really tried myself to sushi until I came to Los Angeles. Of course, I already had all this knowledge, so it was easy for me to know what to do.
So the whole family is in the business. Your brother is also a chef.
My brother, my twin brother is a chef, and my older brother is actually running the family restaurant in Paris.
Next time I'm in Paris, I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please do. So here you see like
you get it
nice and easy. It's really, I think it's very fun to play with those kind of molds. It's very French, like when you make terrines and so on. So here you have the pressed sushi, pressed rice, okay. And then so here.
So your mom was pretty much in advance because in Paris, at that time there were not too many sushi places.
Yeah, but there were a couple of chefs that expanded the sushi culture in Paris, and now it's like just crazy. Everyone is doing sushi. And,
so you have seared the hamachi, right?
So what I did here is it's not it is seared, but basically it's I rub the loin of the hamachi with mole poblano, and then I pour hot oil on top of it.
Oh, so you do?
Yeah.
What kind of oil do you use?
I use grapeseed oil because it's very neutral, and I use that same oil to finish.
You just pour and then you remove the oil right away, right?
Yes. Yeah. So on a grill, just pour the hot oil on top of the loin. So what happens is like toast the spices, really brings out the flavors, and it firms up the flesh of the hamachi, so it makes it easier to cut. And let it marinate for overnight, and just putting a nice slice of hamachi on top of it.
You know, it's dark in the restaurant, so you can't really see what the rice is made of. So I'm glad we're doing this now.
Yeah. So you see, it's very colorful.
Yeah.
Here, and it's gonna be topped with jalapeno aioli.
then for my dessert, after your very nice chocolate pot de crème that you make with coconut milk.
Coconut milk,
that. I think it's a very
it's really what we worked on when we revamped the Chaya. The concept was keeping it like very French and classic, but really have that Asian influence in all of those dishes. So here I'm gonna finish with a drizzle of that olive oil and a bit of tiny greens.
It's ready to go after that, right?
Yeah.
Well, I will keep the taste of the chocolate pot de crème. I'm not going to eat that now. But thank you so much.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Et voilà,
Thank
hamachi pour les sushi at Chaya Brasserie.